I'm going to show you cubic right angle weave, or CRAW as it's known. We begin exactly the same way as right angle, so we're going to pick up 4 beads, and I'm using these really large, these are 6mm bicones that I'm using so that you can hopefully see quite easily how I'm doing it, and if I don't make it too tight a tension, you'll be able to see the threads. So I'm going to go back through all 4 of the beads to make a little circle, and then I'll just go back again through the first 1 or 2 beads. So I can pull it up nicely, and that will make a nice little square. I'm using dark thread, and I've actually got it double because I've got such large holes in the beads, but it's so that you can see what's going on. So now we've got our first square, and what I need to do is, if you remember from the right angle weave, is I'm here, I need to be here to make another box, because this is my box of 4 beads. So I'm going to make another box of beads here. So I'm just going to thread through the side bead, and the one on the end, and that's going to take me into my position to add on the next box. So the next one, I'll be adding 3 beads. I'm coming out of here, and I'll be coming back this way through here. So now I've got my second one, and again you can see this one here is a connecting bead, so then the next one will be here, which will be the connecting bead for another box. So again, I'll go through the side and then up through the end one, and I'm ready to add on my next set of 3 beads. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm coming out of this side, I'm going to come in this side, and again it will create my little box, and then I'll just go through the 2 side beads. Sorry, I'll just get that thread up. There it is. So now I'll go through this side bead and then the end bead. Right. So it's exactly the same beginning as a normal right angle weave. But now what we're going to do is we're going to make a cube. So if you think of a box, it has 6 sides. So here's 3 of them. I'm going to bring the 2 ends up together. And then if you can think of this as the top and the bottom of your box, I'm going to add in 2 sides of another box. So I do that by picking up 1 bead and going through this side, and then I'll pick up my other bead and go through the other side to create my square. So then I pick this up and go through this bead here, and this will create my little square on the top. So now I've got my 4 beads on the top. Now what that has made is, it's made my box, but it's a little bit loose, and I'll just pull that random thread up now. So what I need to do now is to firm up my box, because see, it's not sitting very firmly. And the way you can do that is by, if I just turn over to one side, you'll see that these beads on the top here, they're not connected. See, they're loose, and you can see that easily by this thread, because you can see there's no thread going from here to here. There's thread underneath, but there's no thread here and here. So I remedy that by just going around these 4 beads and firming them up. So what you do at this point is just go around each of the sides of your little box. that we've made, and just firming up all the sides and making sure that they're connected. So see how I'm going across there? That's making a connection between these two. And then I go across again. And now these ones are all connected. So now I'm going to look at some of the other boxes to see if they need connecting. Now you can see that this one here is connected. See, we've got the 3 threads coming out. So I'll go around to the next one. This one is not connected. So what I'll do is I'll weave around through here, and you can see how there's not a third connection here. So I'm going to go around these ones to connect up these ones. So again, 1, 2. This is very important, this stage, and you only have to really do it on the very first cube that you make. After that, it's much easier. See, there's no connection there. And that one's connected. So I'm just going to continue looking around to make sure that I've got those. See how you can see the little triangle of threads in between the 3 beads? That's what you're looking for with each of your little squares. So we're just looking for that triangle to make sure that every one of my intersections has these 3 threads in, so that I know that everything's secure. So now it's time to do the next box. So here's my tail thread, and I can see that's coming out of here. So this is coming out of what would have been my first box. You can see that's it there. So obviously the one underneath it directly opposite is going to be the box where I want to come out from. And what I need to do is I need to weave around so that I am coming out directly opposite this box. So there's that box, there's one on the top, so it's over here. So I'm going to weave my thread around here, and I actually want the thread to be coming away from me. So you can see there's that one side there, this is the other side. So now I'm going to come up here, and this box is the one directly opposite, so you can see that. So now this is the one that I'm going to attach to. So the first thing to do is, I've got my thread ready. I'm going to pick up 3 beads because it's just like starting again. There's my top box. I'm going to add another box here around it. So pick up 3 beads just like we do as normal. I'm coming out of this side and I'm going through that way. So see, I'm working away from myself. That thread just doesn't want to pull up, does it? There we go. So then I'm going to turn it towards me and go through the next box. And now you can see here, if this is the bottom, I've got a side. I need to add another side and a top. So this time I'm going to add 2 beads, and I'm coming out of here. So I want a bead here and a bead here. So then if I go in here and bring up those 2 beads, and then to complete my square, I'll go through here. So you can see I've got another square. So then I turn again. This is going to be the next box. And again, I've got a bottom and a side. So now I need another side and a top. So that's another 2 beads. And again, I'm coming out of here. I want a bead here, so I'm going to come in through here, and again through the other way, and then through there. And I've got another square, and I turn it again. And now when I've come to my final one and I come through, you can see I've already got a bottom and two sides. So I'm going to go across, across here. I'm going to come up this side here. And all I need to do now is to connect in across here. So I'll connect that one in. It's one bead coming out of here, going in through here. And then I'll just take it around again to get to this bead. 1 and 2. And you can see now I've got 2 cubes happening. I'm just going to go through here. And what I'm going to do is, if you see these top end beads, see they don't have the third thread. So I'm just going to go around this end square, and that will firm it up. Oops, sorry about that. Where is it? There we go. So I'm just going to go around this end square to firm it up, and again to make my sets of 3. So there's my last set of 3. So now I've made my sets of 3 through this top end square, and now because I want to work away from myself, I can now begin again just with the next square, just like I did before. 1, 2, 3 beads, so, and out of here in here, and then just work my way around again. So as you can see, I'm right back where I started, and I'm ready to continue on with my next little cube. So that is how you do cubic right angle weave.